The relationship with Labour is very good and has been for some time. I mean, I know in Gib we sort of tend to look back and the sort of the Blair years and all the joint sovereignty years and all that, but that's long gone. I mean, we've gone through a sort of whole Corbyn era. Corbyn is actually going to stand against Labour now, and you know, with Keir Starmer, you've got someone who understands Gibraltar. He's actually had a professional relationship with Gibraltar in the past.
If you want change, you have to vote for it. And if you vote Labour, it's a vote to stop the chaos, it's a vote to turn the page, and it's a vote to rebuild our country together.
The Steven Doughty, who is basically heading the sort of overseas territories, Gibraltar, Europe portfolios, and expects probably to be a minister in the next cabinet. He's been out to Gibraltar a number of times. He gets the issue. He's been very clear in his meetings with the Spanish ambassadors and with the Spaniards that nothing changes if Labour gets in.
For a government to leave after 14 years our country with living standards worse than when they started is absolutely unforgivable.
I don't know whether David Lammy will or will not be the Foreign Secretary if Labour wins, but they have been following the brief. They are very much in touch on everything that's going on, and there has been communication between the Foreign Office and Labour in the past few months on all these sorts of issues, so that it's not just, you know, they don't suddenly get in and have to start learning it. They do know what's going on, and obviously the core team. I mean, you have to remember that the Foreign Office team on Gibraltar has been twice the normal size for quite a few years now because of these negotiations. I mean, Cameron is an interesting person for us because obviously, although he had always been very supportive of Gibraltar and is very supportive of Gibraltar, he was the person who called the referendum that caused all these problems for us. But you know, I do recall that immediately after the referendum, going down with the chief minister in the Carlton Club, I think it was, and he basically apologized for what had happened and the effect on Gibraltar. Bob Neill obviously is a big loss for us because he's actually stepping down. It's not a question of, you know, he's leaving politics. But it's the party, the all-party group is set up by the MPs themselves. And they will have to work with them when they get together after the election. But it's all changed here. This is a huge flushing exercise in British politics.